So we started a couple of minutes earlier than we did normally do. That's because we're going to end a little bit earlier than normal as well. Um, it's been a long day today, and I'm absolutely shattered. Let me get this one on the big screen so I know what's going on, so I can see everything. Let's get that on. Oops, let's get that on big. Oh, what? Echoes. Dean's lost the plot is here. Dean, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Andy's the first man in. Well done. Nice one. There's no prizes for that this week. Rahman Raj is here. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Frank Coldwell's here. Frank, how are you doing? Patricia's here. How are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Ray is here and he's changed his channel name again. What's going on, Ray? How are you doing? um, yeah, Dean, I'm feeling all right. Actually, I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty tired. We've had a long day today. I can't believe I'm early. I know what's going on. What is going on? That's it now. I have to change my name due to my new job. What? How did it go? How did it go? You get on with. Oh, Dean, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's why I'm. Yusuf Baizir, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thanks very much for coming in. Um, I know we've had a long day today, so we went down to this theme park called Wheelgate something, Wheelgate Family Park or something like that, and we got. I'll tell you, we got these tickets for free, and it was basically because my cousin bought these tickets, and she couldn't get her get herself, her husband, and her two kids in because they were too old. So now you can imagine what kind of theme park it is. Isabella Swansea, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much for coming in. So yeah, you can imagine the type of theme park it is. It's the biggest thing they had, the biggest ride they had was this runaway mine train, and honestly, it was tiny. It was absolutely tiny. Um, you okay? You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you should have made a video when we went to that.
Okay,
Well, but we
let
should
us
have
say
made.
hello.
We should.
We should have made a video on that. Let her
Yeah.
say hello and
We
then she
went
can
to
go.
a.
Uh, how many times did you go? Did you go on the
There
ride?
was this big one.
Go on.
I got scared. It was this tall one. When you went to the top, it made a noise and then it pushed you down. It made a ticking noise in my body, and then I got scared and started to
So it was one of
scream.
those fairground rides that goes up and down. It just goes up and down in a straight line, and it wasn't even as big as the ones in the fairground.
I got scared.
You got scared.
I said I was crying.
You weren't crying. You were a brave girl. But the best part about it was they had this little water park. They're like
Slides.
4 or 5 water slides, and that was quite nice.
Well, there's also this one.
And clever me, I didn't go with a set of swimming trunks or anything like that. So I just took my top off and ran in with just with my jeans on. So I had to drive home with soaked wet jeans. Lovely. It was absolutely. It was a beautiful experience, wasn't
And also, once
it?
on one slide, I think it was the blue one, my mat let me go at the top, and then my mat stayed and let me go at the top, and then scraped my bum.
Cheeky monkey.
And then when Afa came down, she says, "I saw your mat. You left it."
Ashley's allotments here. Ashley, how are you doing? Good dog is here. How are you doing? Thank you
Good,
very
good
much for
dog.
coming in. Um, yes, tomorrow 10 o'clock. Yeah.
In the
So
morning.
you go now. You go get your shower.
In the
Okay. You've
morning.
had your time on. Now go
In
and
the morning.
off.
In the
Go get your
morning.
shower. Get ready. Um,
He's coming in the morning.
Afia wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much for coming in. Ashley, how are you doing? It's been a while. I hope you're keeping well. Habib, thank you very much for coming in. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Leslie, how are you doing? Leslie, Khadija was just asking about you guys. So yeah, I, I won't spoil it. um, yeah. So the title of this live stream today. Um,
He's asking who Dean. He says Dean has. Who are Dean's kids?
just you'll see tomorrow when you come. Um, I'm learning a lot from what Isabel. I'm glad, Isabella. That's nice. That's nice feedback to hear as well. I like that. Thank you very much. Um, anytime you've got any questions, just fire them away, and we'll try and answer. There's plenty. If I can't answer them, there's plenty of people in here that with plenty of knowledge that'll be able to help out as well. Saeed, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Hit the like thummy thing, guys. Yes, absolutely. We've got 21 people, 4 likes. Let's get that like count a little bit up. Um, yeah. So what I was saying was, this week we've done all right. We've got an article in Garden News magazine. So it's a weekly gardening magazine that gets published every week, and we've got uh, an article published into that, and we're gonna have a regular column in that uh, going forward. Let's see how it goes. So I've got to get another one submitted by the end of this weekend. Uh, yeah, so let's see. So I'm quite happy with that. I mean, we've made it onto TV. We've made it into print press. Let's see where this thing goes. It's not bad at all. Um, Janine Carpenter's here. How are you doing, Janine? Thank you very much for coming in. I hope you're keeping well. Uh, Ray, I think I'm staying on track at the moment. I'm not doing too bad at the moment, am I? Um, glad he's only planted one courgette. Probably, Frank, have you been bombarded with courgettes at the minute? My courgettes have been really poor this year. Do you know my long courgettes? I don't know what happened to them because I don't have any long courgette plants. But I've got plenty of courgette tondo plants, and but they produce. They're nowhere near as abundant as the normal courgettes. They produce a couple every now and then, but I don't know what's happened this year. Um, Kay Queen is here. Thank you very much for coming in. Just wanted to say hi. Love your family. Learning a lot from you. Very practical. No nonsense gardening. Want to do so much more gardening, but feel a bit stuck at present. Why do you feel stuck? Tell us why you feel stuck and what you want to do, and let's see if we can help you out. Oh no, Oscar's speech next. Let's see if I can keep this article running in this magazine. They want another one this week, so let's get that one in and see what happens. I planted giant marrows in the polytunnel by accident. I thought it was a loofah. So you've got giant marrows in the polytunnel? No way. See, I've got no marrow plants this year. We've just got these round courgettes. I thought we'd planted some marrows and some courgettes, but no. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Must have mixed up the seeds. With horse manure, how do we know it doesn't have pesticides in it like amino pyrrolide? Um, there's a bean test you can do. So if you get your horse manure and once it the thing about those kind of pesticides is they'll survive composting, but if you get your horse manure once it's rotted down, mix it with a little bit of compost and plant a legume. So plant a runner bean in it, plant a broad bean in it, something like that. And as it's growing up, you'll be able to see whether the plant is going to grow healthy or whether it's going to grow with the curled leaves. If it's growing healthy, then you're fine to go ahead and use it. But if it's going to grow with the curled leaves, then keep mixing it and breaking it up. The, the thing about aminopyrrolide is things that help break it down is lots and lots of water helps break it down because it's water soluble, so it does help wash it away. Soil microbiology is the most important thing, so if you mix it in with soil and rototill it a couple of times, if you no dig, it's not very good, but that's one of the ways to get rid of it. Another one is sun actually helps break it down. So if you've got a pile of horse manure, the parts on the edges will be less likely to be affected than the part in the centre. So it's good to keep turning it and mixing it if you've got a big pile. But that's a test you can do. So plant a runner bean in it, plant some kind of legume in it, plant something from the Solanaceae family, like a tomato or something like that, and see if they grow with the curled leaves. And if they grow with the curled leaves, then you've got a risk of those pesticides. If they grow fine, then you're away, you're okay. Now I'm falling back with the comments. Um, let's see, getting loads used another two ones in a curry today. Frank, I've got a nice little recipe for you. And just take the courgette and and um, cut it in circles so it's like a. Can you see how thick that is? I don't know how thick that is. About half a centimeter thick. So cut it into circles about half a centimeter thick, and then little bit of salt, little bit of pepper, paprika, and a tiny bit of curry powder on, sprinkled on top of it, and just put a light coating of oil in the frying pan, and then sit, just cook them as circles in the frying pan like that, and they make a lovely side dish like that. So anything, whatever you're eating, you just add it as a side dish to that, just like that, and it's beautiful. You can do that with aubergines as well. And when you do it with aubergines, absolutely spot on. I love aubergines when they're done like that. Uh, Wait till you see the size of my marrow tomorrow in the video. We'll look forward to that, Dean. My courgette is a giant left to do its own thing. 13 years here in Devon, damp climate, all tomatoes go brown outside. Have bought a glass greenhouse and glad to see loads of red tomatoes. Beautiful. Um, that that's one of the things about tomatoes. Damp does cause can will cause that brown will cause diseases like blight. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna I'm not gonna spoil it. I've got some good news. I've got some big news coming up as well soon, but I'm not gonna spoil it yet. I'm gonna tease it out to you guys. Um, I'm growing a few varieties, including one for me heritage tomato. Uh, What heritage tomato are you growing? Russell Brennan's here. How are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. He's in with the wrong account. Have you got a suit for? I wish. I wish. I just discovered my buffalo horn tomato is growing like a horn. Ray, send us put some pictures up of that. I'd love to see that. That'd be quite interesting. Um, oh, so Russ conversation shed. There we go. That's Russell. I've been uh, I've been cooking today. Watch out, Ray. Do you fancy yourself as a bit of a cook then? um, yeah, Frank. Try it and let me know what you think. It's very simple, but it's one that I really like. I do really like it. Have we had the storms yet? There's been no storms down this end. We've got a tiny bit as we drove back into Leeds. There was a tiny bit of drizzle, and that's the first sign of rains that we're getting. And yeah, it's been promising thunderstorms for the last few days. and so far all we've had is this tiny bit of it's quite miserable kind of rain. Do you know, really tiny little bits of rain. It's not like real rain. So I'm not happy with that. It's so damp here in North Devon. Tomatoes are soaking wet. Uh, give them a hat. If you can give them some kind of umbrella or something to, not an umbrella, but some kind of shelter, that'll help them. I found one of my giant tomatoes is a male tomato. I have to look on my Facebook page for the pick after. I can tell that's going to be something rude. So, chocolate courgette cake is fab. I've never had chocolate courgette cake. What do you do with that? Do you just mix the courgette into the flour, or how do you process the courgette to make that? That's interesting. Um, I made quiche for the first time the other day. I love quiche. Do you know? If you go back to school dinners, right? They used to have this. They used to have cheese flan, and it's not quiche. It's like that massive thing baked on a big tray, and you used to get a square slice of it. Oh, I love that cheese flan. I'd love to have that cheese. Do you know that school cheese flan again? Cheese flan and chips. That'd be awesome. Not a cook at all, and trying to film cooking is impossible. Uh, Interesting. Turn rightly. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much for coming in. Please hit that like as you're coming in, guys. We're on 20 people watching, 14 likes. Let's get that like count up a little bit. It's been chucking it down here in Glastonbury. I wish you'd send some of that up this way, but not for tomorrow. I'm hoping for a dry day tomorrow. I want a day in the garden. Wish YouTube would do pictures and comments on live videos. That it's a good idea, but it could very easily turn very messy with something like that. Um, some of the people that do sometimes rock up, yeah, it could very quickly turn very messy. Turn rightly. I'm very good, thank you very much. How are you keeping? Uh, Good dog. Whereabouts are you? You got drizzly rain. Tell us where you are. Ray, I did a video of me cooking a crumble. What kind of crumble were you cooking, Ashley? Ah, you grate the courgettes to make the courgette cake. Interesting. Do you keep the skin on or skin off? Um, it's in Portsmouth. Okay. Uh, Turn right. You've just come back from holiday. Where did you go, and was it nice? I want to make a beetroot cake. Um, I'm not sure. I don't understand. Someone's mentioned courgette cake. Now you're mentioning beetroot cake. I don't understand vegetables in cakes, but I'd be inter- I'd try it. I'd try it and see what happens. But I don't know. I don't know. It just sounds a bit funny. um, Chicken Sand Guinea Pigs. How are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. I hope you're keeping well. How do you manage to put chocolate in the cake? Mine normally doesn't. You know about the cheese flan where you get cheese, uh, the cheese had completely separated. Yes, Russ, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the one I'm. Yeah, the school cheese flan. Because you're Russ. Are you from Sheffield? Because I think you're from Sheffield. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can freeze grated courgette for future dishes, including crustless quiche. Do you know if you let your marrows? Do you like how courgettes normally last a few months? Um, Sorry, a few weeks. Courgettes, marrows, they normally last a few weeks. Do you know if you let them fully ripen, and as though sometimes they start turning a little, get a little reddish tint into the skin and the skin becomes really hard. If you wait till that point, your courgettes will last a few months. Because a couple of years ago, not last year, was it last year or was it the year before? We had courgettes that we marrows or courgettes that we ripened, and we had them all the way up until December, just stored in a hedge, in a hedge, in a shed. I made old school cake that was lovely. What kind of cake was it, Leslie? Uh, I like cake. You've probably seen from the size of my belly, I like cake. Uh, so turn right. They just came back from Istanbul. That must have been nice over there. You've got drizzle in Dorset at the minute. Veg cake is the same as carrot cake. They add sweetness and moisture. You're right there. You're right there, Russ. Because I like carrot cake. I do like carrot cake. I don't mind carrot cake at all. Do you know that? Yeah, lots of almonds grated into it, and lots of icing. Yeah, I don't mind carrot cake. Um, well, by the thought, what about a tomato in a cake? What about a tomato in a cake? You're turning it. You're sending it onto one angle now. I harvest lots of apples. Lots of good recipes for cooking apples. Make lots of juice out of it. If you've got nothing else to do, make lots of juice out of it, or make some, concentrate, and you can dilute it down later and have apple cordial and stuff like that. And yeah, uh, I'm currently in Scunthorpe, but from Leeds, Wakefield. Ah, okay, okay. So there's someone who's from Sheffield. Um, Tim, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Pretty good. I'm pretty knackered. We've had a day out at a family theme park. I think that's the way they call it. That's what they call it. Full of rides. I mean, the kids loved it. It was brilliant for the kids. My sister took her two teenagers down, who were a little bit disappointed. That's a mild way of putting it. They were pretty much bored the whole way through. Uh, Considering it's a family theme park, it's good for anyone under about 10. Once you get past that age, it does. There's not much for you there. Uh, Everyone, let's wait for. I'm catching up, man. I'll be finishing work tomorrow before he catches up. I'm here. I'm here. I'm already here. Um, I'm I mean to make rhubarb cake. See, rhubarb crumble's not bad. I don't mind. Yeah, rhubarb crumble's all right. Apples go into cider making. Sunny's the Scunny's only up the road from Sheffield. Um, yeah, see, I grew up in Sheffield, and then I moved to Leeds as an adult. I came to Leeds for uni, and I just ended up settling here. Jimmy's gardening allotment. Jimmy, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. I hope things are going better with everything over at the allotment, and I hope your neighbour's not causing much trouble for you. You've been over to Diggerland. I've not been to Diggerland. That won't be a bad day. That wouldn't be a bad day at all. See, I heard about Diggerland when I was in my 20s, and I thought of go. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Russ. Yeah, yeah. Ian Matthews, congratulations on the magazine listing. Alas, I can't read Yorkshire, but I'm sure it's Ian, it was all right, It was all right. So what they did was they put it into they've got it into the readers. Sorry, readers submissions kind of section. So they put it in that. But we're gonna have a regular column in there every month. So hopefully we'll be putting in articles each month, and let's see where it turns out. But I'm quite happy with it. So we've done the TV, we've done the magazines, uh, we've and before I even started on YouTube, we did the radio as well. So let's see. I hope it works out. Um, oh shush. I'll just shush. There you go. Um, I'd probably throw I'd probably throw up on the teacup ride. But I haven't been on the teacups for ages, but I don't like those kind of spinny rides because they just make you dizzy. I like the big roller coasters, but I don't like the spinny rides. Uh, um, See, Dean's put up a wheel for you. Uh, the school cake was sponge cake with icing and sprinkles. Ah, Leslie, that sounds nice. That doesn't sound bad at all. That it's a place, Digland. You pay to get in, and then pay to ride each ride. So you pay to get in, and then you pay for each ride as well. Um, that, I don't I don't like it when when places do stuff like that. Once you pay to get in, and then they're charging you on top of that. That's what today at this wheelgate you paid an entrance fee, and then they had this climbing wall. But if you wanted to go on the climbing wall, you had to pay again. So I don't like stuff like that. Then why charge an entrance fee if you're going to charge for the rides afterwards? I don't think that's right. Digland is great. I remember using a digger to pop balloons in the ground, and it was. Nothing has changed. So Jimmy's saying nothing has changed. I hope to know more this week. Um, I hope I hope it starts to get settled down a little bit, and it doesn't get as bad. Um, because it's not nice having neighbours that cause you grief. Last page of the magazine. Ray, I wouldn't mind the last page. It's quite a popular page, the last page. But no, it's somewhere in the middle. I think I haven't got a copy yet, so we'll see what happens. Monty, you're awesome. Glad I made friends years ago. Ian, you're one of the first YouTubers that I made friends with. So yeah, I'm glad I met you. And a good bit of banter from over the Pennines, not bad. Ashley, you take care, and I'll see you next week. Best cool cake was the sponge cake with jam with desiccated coconut on top. Uh, do you know the best pudding from school? They used to do this like a twirly thing, it's like a wagon wheel kind of thing, but it was like chocolate and then white a white circle, then a chocolate circle, then a white circle. But it was like a biscuit, and hard, and you had it with custard. And I don't know what the name of it is, but it's not a wagon wheel because the wagon wheels are soft, aren't they? But this was like it wasn't shortbread either. Um, but apart from school, I've never seen it anywhere else. It wasn't jam roly poly. It wasn't soft Russ. It was like a biscuit. It was almost like shortbread if I remember rightly, but it wasn't shortbread. So I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen it since, apart from in school. Um, uh, I watched your video about the neighbour, Jimmy. You're a better man than me. I would have set fire to his plot. It's a bit extreme, but yeah. I'd have taken his signs. I would have taken his signs. Uh, West London Gardeners here. Thank you very much for coming in. How are you keeping? I've never heard of that. Leslie, it's the only place that I've ever seen it is in our school, and I've never seen it anywhere else. And if you could get, I don't know what it's called. It, T to know is here. No, it's not Swiss. It's not Swiss roll. It was like a biscuit. It was hard because Swiss roll's kind of soft, isn't it? It's like a sponge cake, just covered in chocolate. But this thing was hard. And some kind of I don't know. Was it Tiffin chocolate concrete? It might have been chocolate concrete. We sometimes had pink custard. Oh, yeah, pink custard. Now we're talking. the best school pudding was the chocolate cake, which had hot chocolate sauce at the bottom, and you had to have it covered in custard. Chocolate cake with chocolate sauce. Now you're talking. You guys are getting me hungry, you know. And it doesn't take much to get me hungry. Uh, best school pudding, sticky toffee pudding with custard. Oh man. I asked the lady what was a dinner lady. She told me pink custard was just blamage that hadn't set. What's blamage? I don't know what blamage is. Um, what makes it pink though? Is it an approved school? it, it was a pretty rough school. Is this guy from Yorkshire? Yes, from John. We're from Best Yorkshire. Um, so thank you very much for coming in. Hope you're keeping well. Sounds like a Viennese whirl, but aren't Viennese whirls? But do you know Viennese whirls are like kind of softish, aren't they? They're a biscuity kind of thing, but they're softish. But this thing was absolutely solid, and once the custard soaked in, oh, it was proper nice. Do you know the pink custard? Was it sort of raspberry flavored? Is that the thing that because it didn't taste like normal custard, did it? Was it raspberry? Your skin is very smooth. What is it? What is your skincare routine? Uh, and your biceps have also shrunk. Uh, okay. Baby oil. Just yeah, I use baby oil. Um, you drew Tim. I am drooling. I'm thinking of chocolate. I'm thinking of school puddings, and I'm thinking, yeah. Uh, we had a treacle sponge and treacle sponge cake. Oh man. I watched a couple of your videos and I enjoyed them. Excellent plot you've got. Um, oh, Dean, are you talking to Dean? Um, Sasha, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Did anyone else use to get some type of biscuit with this milk coffee drink? Milk coffee drink. Ah. No, I've never heard of a milk coffee drink. Blanche is a set custard. So what's soggy blancmange? It's custard, and what's blancmange? It's set custard. And there we have our circular reasoning. Mahmoud Ali's here. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you keeping? Michael Stone Hamza, how are you doing? Assalamu alaikum. Not a problem at all. Hope you're keeping well. Blancmange, French, is a sweet dessert commonly made with milk or cream, sugar, thickened with rice flour, gelatin, cornstarch. So custard. So we've completely gone off the topic of today's live stream and gone on to school puddings, and I prefer actually this school pudding topic. It's quite good, isn't it? Um, have you ever done Hajj? Yes, I've done Hajj twice. Alhamdulillah. I actually went on Hajj last year, the second time. Blancmange is a bit like Angel Delight if you've ever had it. I've never had Angel Delight. Um, have I? Isn't Angel Delight just the powdered custard? Uh, or am I thinking of something else? The powdered custard, you know, the tubs of powdered custard you can get. We had the strap in Lancashire, not we had the strap in Lancashire, not dinners. What does that mean? The heat over the last few days has really helped the plants shoot up. Not much harvested, but things are coming soon. Yusuf, it was really nice for a couple of days, and then it's gone backwards again. Because yesterday and today has been just miserable and cold. Hardly any sunny spells, and we're promised rain, but we haven't even had rain yet. Biscotti biscuits with coffee. That's something that's not biscotti biscuits. Isn't that like a tautology? Biscuity biscuits. Uh, Biscuits are going to be biscuity, aren't they? I used to hate coffee. School used to give us a hot milk drink. Tasted a bit like coffee. Was my favourite. Never knew what it was though. I'm not a big fan of coffee, um, but coffee gets me bouncing off the walls as well. Um, if I have a strong cup of coffee, I'll be awake for a week. It'll just get me bouncing off the walls. So I very rarely drink coffee unless I haven't slept at all. Then I'll drink a cup of coffee in the morning just to get me going, but very rarely. Uh, can't beat a good apple crumble with custard, but it has to be. It can't has to be browning on the top. Like it's proper baked, so it's starting to get that really not golden brown, but going past golden brown on top. Now you're talking. Uh, why do you keep breaking into Welsh? When is the wheel? I don't know. Whenever the poor signal comes up, you might get that wheel again. But let's hope it doesn't turn up. Uh, get me Ray. Once I get to 20K, we'll do another. We'll do another one of those big giveaways. um, have you ever had mud pie at school? Not at school, but I've had lot. I've had. I do like Mr. Pie. Because you can get it in the shops in little individual portions. Yeah, I do like Mississippi mud pie. That's another one that's not bad at all. Uh, that's bird's powdered custard made by a guy for his wife who couldn't eat eggs. Okay, that's the one that I'm using then. Not Angel Delight. Can we see your hair if you've got any? uh, my hair is bald. I keep it pretty short. So there's my hair. A strap is a punishment. A slap off the. Okay, okay, I'm with you. How do you eat swede? How do I eat swede? We chop it up. Not like chips, but not anywhere near as big or as thick. So quite small, and then chopped onions, fried in a frying pan, bit of salt, bit of curry powder, bit of paprika, and just but only a little bit, just for a tiny bit of flavour. So you're not hard. Don't add water. You just stir frying it with that little bit of spice, and it's yeah, that's quite nice. It's raining in Stoke now. Jimmy, I wish it was raining here. Biscotti is twice baked biscuit, Italian by origin. Italian biology by origin. Okay, okay. So it's not just describing the biscuit. It's not just biscuity. Tough school punishment, strap on hands. I need coffee. Nothing wrong with a good cup of tea. Definitely. I'm very much a tea man. Um, that's pretty much my breakfast: a nice cup of tea and a couple of biscuits, and that gets me going in the morning. Michael, I've seen some of your posts. You're doing a great job with your plants. Well done. Absolutely. He's he's hoping to get into proper vegetable gardening next year. But he's done all right with his tomatoes. He's got a lot of fruit growing as well. So yeah, he's got a nice bit of space as well. And I'm hoping to get out there this month and say hello. Um, burnt you past brown? No, no, no. It's not burnt. Just before it gets to, it's not quite burnt, but past golden brown. So it's like but it's not dark brown. It's a bit darker than golden brown. Um, do you like toast? Toast you can have like really light light toast, and then you can have burnt toast, and that perfect toast in the middle. That sort of brown. Um, I've not watered the plot for the last few days. It says it's been going to rain, but 1 mile away from the gym was flooded. I see Ray. We're still waiting for rain. BMW. Any reasons why I still have no bottle gourds growing? Planted in February, grown into a nice plant, but nothing. Has it flowered? And have you got lots of second generation, third generation vines on it, or what does the plant look like? Because if you planted it in February, it should have flowered by now. Um, Yusuf, you thank you. I'm still learning and making a lot of mistakes, but thanks for motting. I'm getting a lot better. Um, the thing is, you've got a lot of experience growing flowers and other plants, so you're gonna be fine with vegetables. I'm sure you're gonna be fine. Swede is yummy, mashed up with butter and pepper. I've never had mashed swede. We use swede with carrots and make a rough mash. Uh, Leslie's another one who's voting for tea. What's my age? I'm in my mid 30s. Yeah. Uh, Sorry, don't mean to spam. Sasha, you don't need to spam the chat at all. Um, just wanted to share my friend's channel that she's started, all about spirituality, Islamic reminders, mental health, travel, and art, etc. It's called Alchemist. Her latest video called Suicide Depression. I'll check it out and see what happens. Yeah, I'll have a look at it. Are your parents' potato leaf friends still alive? There's surprisingly there's a lot of people who eat potato leaves like that. Um, there's a lot of people. I mean, um, I'm not sure if we used to or not. I can't remember, but it's very popular. So it more awareness needs to be made about it, which is surprising actually because potatoes are quite recent into Bangladeshi diet. So potato, yeah, it's a recent addition into Bangladeshi diet. So it's quite surprising how they've gone from eating just the tubers to eating the whole plant. Um, but it needs more and more information needs to be shared about it. Uh, um, Martin, my nana is a big fan of you. When I told her you want to come and say hi, she was. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be fantastic. That we mix swede with potato or carrot. Uh,
Hi, dudes.
you've had your shower now. Okay,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm still doing
We're getting invaded now.
it.
Me, come on then, me. What's that on your nose? Yeah. Come on then, me.
5 people haven't liked it now.
let's see. We've just got invaded. So let's have a look.
Go down.
He's trying to say
I'm going down.
You're missing your other comments.
I'm gonna catch up. You're gonna read. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Mashed sweet carrots with butter and garlic.
What's that?
Speaking of potato leaf, I grew up eating them all the time. I only realised they were pointless when you told me. I never had any issues.
Let's go, universe.
The thing is, Mahmoud, it won't cause issues straight away. The thing is, do you know those kind of toxins? They build up and they'll cause issues over time.
Come here. Baba's computer. This computer doesn't show me. Baba's computer says 245 minutes like that. That's easy.
Hey dude and a little dude. So Leslie's saying hello. But as you may say, later ailments could be caused by weakness.
Hard with it.
Okay, sit.
Why? Oh, this thing hides Spider-Man.
We're gonna.
This little baby is hilarious.
Why isn't everyone liking it? I don't know.
I said this little baby is hilarious.
He's a kid. You're gonna push the computer over. You're rocking us now, mate.
What on a rocking chair?
So Hamza's asking how you all doing.
What's Hamza? What?
Michael Stone.
Rocking chair. Rocking chair. Michael Stone.
Yeah. Careful.
Hello, rocking chair. He's so cute. I'm so cute, guys.
Did you hear that? He's telling you himself. I'm so cute, guys.
Leslie said he's so cute.
I don't eat the leaves anymore, but I was just surprised when you told me as I literally grew up.
I'm so cute, guys. I'll show you.
All the time.
I'm so cute, guys. He's so cute. You guys.
I'm
cute, you guys.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Even people pass me there.
All I can find is potato leaves are poisonous, but sweet potatoes are not. Rust, they're from a completely different family. That's why.
I'm cute.
See, potatoes part of the solanacea. Yes, you are. Potatoes for the potatoes part of the solanaceae family. So the nightshade family. So yeah, it's part. It's part of the nightshade family.
What did he say?
Doesn't matter.
Nightshade. Ow.
So that nightshade. Okay.
I'm going to have that.
Right now I've got Spider-Man's foot going up my nose.
Alright, last time you guys go.
Oh, Emma.
Are you guys gonna ask me some questions?
Dave, sit back.
After in
So,
Dad, you forgot.
ow. Mogama Khan wa assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for coming in. Gardener 123.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Come on, give him to me.
Do you like vegetable or sweets?
Hamza's got a question for you. Go on, quickly.
What is it?
What is it?
Hello, boy. Hello, is it? Tell me.
Watch him.
Sit down.
What is it, Hamza? Hamza's Michael.
Go on, careful. See, we get raided. So if you're new to the channel,
Asking the question.
so if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to the chat, whenever this live stream happens, you can expect this at one point or another.
Assalamualaikum.
I am Nuruddin, brother-in-law of Abu Bakr Karolia.
Hamza, you didn't ask me the question.
MashaAllah. I've seen your channel. I've seen the work that you've been doing.
What's your favorite ride?
Right, guys.
So,
Candy. What was your favorite ride?
I'm just learning.
My favorite ride was
I'm
a
just
train
learning how to
one.
grow.
My favorite.
What would you say? So
My
there's a question.
favorite ride
There's a
was
question
the
for you.
boat. Veg, I like sweet corn.
I'm just learning how to grow. What would you suggest I start to grow? There's a question for you.
I grow some sweet corn or peas.
Good dog. She doesn't like to be on camera. So
Someone's saying, well,
Yeah.
this is my fault. I didn't come on camera.
No, she didn't.
So, what I do? So, what I do? Yes, where's the pizza gate?
So what's going on?
Hadi. Hadi.
Right, it's getting a bit crazy right now.
Yes.
Sufia, assalamu alaikum. Thanks. you came in at the perfect time to see.
The little invader, go away.
Go and be a good boy. Be a good boy.
Assalamualaikum.
Hmm?
You're gonna keep it.
Yeah, he's okay for a few minutes.
I
So,
say
we're gonna end it in a second. So sweet corn's good. Courgettes are courgettes are one that you're never gonna go wrong with. Potatoes are one that you're never gonna go wrong with. I mean, if you like rabbit food, lettuce and lettuce is good. Pak choy is another one that's quite easy. Peas are. A few of the people have mentioned peas. Peas are brilliant. Runner beans. I love runner beans. I love growing runner beans as well. Runner beans.
I'm behind you.
No, I know you're behind me, but you need to get down.
Hello. Hello.
Tony. Just popping back and forth as I'm.
You're not Tony.
Yeah, it is Tony.
It's Tony.
It is Tony.
It's Tony's picture. It's Tony's picture.
Yeah, it's Tony's picture. Look, Tony's picture there.
Tony's picture there.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony's picture. Tony's picture. Oh, I found a Tony's picture.
I can see Tony's picture.
Tony's picture.
What's your top tips for avoiding pea moth larvae without expensive environment? Russ, I've been lucky enough not to have pea moth, but I do a lot of companion planting. So right in front of there's a myth in gardening, with companion planting that you shouldn't plant legumes, beans, and peas with onions. But I've always planted my. So this year, what I've got is I've got my potatoes, then I've got my peas, and then I've got a row of onions. Then I've got all my coriander in front of that. So that's the way I've been keeping it all season. Every time I'm done with the coriander, plant more, put some more compost down, more coriander planted. And I'm fortunate enough to have had no issues with that, with pea moth or anything like that. What's the best time of year to plant potatoes? Bagan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Best time of year to plant potatoes? Early springtime. I mean, you could plant some potatoes now if you could get hold of some fast maturing varieties, some earlies or something. First earlies, second earlies. You could plant some potatoes now and hopefully have them in time for Christmas. You'll see a lot of gardeners planting what they call Christmas potatoes now. So now's a good time to get them planted. But the ideal time to plant them is in springtime. So fed up with the runner beans, they're coming out. Oh, what did you do there? Does anyone think we'll get more sun because otherwise my gourds won't grow? I hope the sun will come back. Even if it doesn't, I hope the heat stays there. I want to try spur pruning next as I'm cane pruning now. You're absolutely full of beans. What's the blue paint looking disease on tomatoes? Lots of it here.
I'm so scared.
Blue paint looking disease.
I'm so scared.
What are you scared of?
I'm
Any-
so scared. I'm scared of.
Do you know if he doesn't like something, That's the statement. That's what he's gonna say. That's what he's gonna say. I'm so scared. So do you like it if I tend to eat his dinner? Oh, I'm scared of my dinner.
I'm scared of my
No, you're
dinner.
not. You're not scared of it at all. I've seen
I'm
you.
scared of my dinner.
No, you're not. Now I've said it. Now you're just gonna keep repeating it.
I'm scared of my dinner.
No, you're not.
I'm scared of my dinner. I'm scared of my dinner.
We've got loads of runner beans, so I'm gonna
scared of
start
my
freezing them.
I'm scared of my
Anyone heard of this blue paint?
Blue paint.
Yeah, has anyone heard of the blue paint disease on tomatoes? I've not heard of that.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes? Do you like tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
You cheeky monkey. You shouldn't be scared of your dinner because your dinner's going to be lovely.
My dinner was yummy.
Yeah, your dinner's lovely. How do you... See, we had a nice discussion about school puddings, and it's just everything's just gone to...
I'm scared.
Everything's
Look at
just...
me at school.
Everything's just gone to pot. Everything's just completely gone to pot. Just gone to pot. Oh, we need to get that back on mute. I think the blue paint looking thing could be set to leaf spot perhaps. But isn't that brown? Keep it. No, stay away. Stay away. I had those blue dots on my. Okay, now you. Right. I'm gonna lose control any minute now. So I'm sorry we couldn't get to the bottom of the blue spot disease, but I'm gonna call it a day there before I lose my sanity as well. Right, I'm gone. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, say bye. Say bye quickly.
No.
Say bye.
No.
Yeah, say bye to everyone quickly.
No. Everyone good boy.
Everyone's good boy.
Yeah, turn the video on.
Turn the video back on.
Yeah, back on.
Go on, say bye to everyone quickly.
No.
Yeah.
Say hi to everyone.
Can I say bye?
Yeah, go on, say bye to everyone quickly.
Bye.
Say hi to everyone.
You don't want to say